Hi, what is going on, guys? I welcome you to another stream here on Zelda Speedruns 2. Today we have the Skyward Sword Randomizer 2021 Winter Tournament Quarterfinals Gymnast86 versus Battlecats59. I'm sorry for the small delay we had for technical issues. And with that being said, I welcome my lovely commentators for today, CJS07 and Mario Runner. Say hello, guys.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Welcome to what is sure to be an exciting quarterfinals match between one of the top runners and one of the lower seeded bracket stage. But Battlecats has shown himself to be quite a fearsome opponent on quite a few occasions. So,
Gymnast's cropping did not take over properly. Thanks for nothing. Can we? No, okay, no, it works.
Alright, Battlecats appears to be getting into the game now, which means we should be off momentarily. Alright, so to Sandship Fire Sanctuary, I don't get it. Sandship Fire Sanctuary has become a meme because Sandship is always a required dungeon because luck, I guess. But recently it has been taken over by Fire Sanctuary as the always required dungeon. So if we get both, it'd be pretty funny.
And now we're gonna see something like Earth Temple Ancient Cistern, because you said that.
If we see Earth Temple Cistern, this is sure to be an interesting race.
Yeah, lots of room for, like, different things.
Yeah.
Okay, so the race will start shortly. Battlecats just needs to ready up, and then we can go all in.
Alright, so to finish a Skyward Sword randomizer seed, there will be 2 required dungeons on the blackboard, or bulletin board, that's the correct word, in the academy that'll tell our runners what their 2 required dungeons are, and then they will need the harp and the master sword, as well as the items required to beat those dungeons. So, we will see how many items we need. Later dungeons, of course, requiring more items make the seeds a little bit more interesting because sometimes you can find the items out of order. Sometimes they lead you on goose chases out and about the world. Sandship. What a prediction. Our runners just have to beat Tantalus twice. Alright, it looks like we are off. I'm seeing some Skyview Earth Temple predictions for this. What do you think it's gonna be, Mario?
I'm thinking I want Skyview Fire Sanctuary for all 3 Girahim fights.
I think it's gonna be Cistern and Sandship. So our runner's first getting an item here from Fledge. Normally this is the adventure pouch, but we will see what it is. Starting with the
Spiral Charge.
Wow. This will be interesting.
Halfway to Levias already. Oh, Earth Temple
Sandship. I was close.
I mean, I was also half right in my guess of Earth Temple Ancient Cistern.
Yeah. Alright, so immediately we see a very minor diversion. A bottle. Interesting.
Early bottle is always nice because you can do Oriel in a single go rather than having to visit her for Paro's bottle and then return later.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that this is definitely a seed where some of our newer modifications to the routes are going to be a bit more powerful. So we'll see if we see Jim or Battlecats go for any of them. Battlecats has gone to the practice sword check before Jim. This is a lot of runners' preferred style with what Battlecats is doing because it gives you an extra stamina refill by talking to Professor Allen along the way back if you are going to the bazaar. However, if you are going to statue, I believe Jim might be doing, it is not necessarily faster to do it second.
Yeah, and I'm personally a fan of the route where you go to the bazaar first, and then go through the waterfall cave and fly to statue, using some loading zone manipulation. But I really don't know how much of a difference each route makes.
It depends on your routing preferences. You get a lot more options with routing Beatrice in if you go to the bazaar first. But you get to know a lot more about Skyloft before starting Beatrice if you go to the statue first. So Jim got digging mitts and 5 gratitude crystals there. I don't know what our starting pillar is.
Oh, let's go. A key. K-E-Y. Key.
Alright, so that's the first of the 5 quote-unquote required key pieces to complete Earth Temple. But our runners are very good runners and probably will not actually use the keys.
Also, another nice item to have is, like digging mitts, just having it early, because that means when they get to Elden, they get an additional 8 checks, or 7 if they, if they have, Bomb Bag or Hook Beetle. But there are 7 checks in Elden hard required, or hard locked, rather, by the digging mitts.
Battlecat's getting Colin's letter from Rinna here.
I think that makes Bazaar maybe a bit better, because then when you fly back from the fly to the goddess statue, you can go to the academy and drop off letter.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that on this scene. We'll see what Battlecat likes to go for. He could also put off the letters quest until later. So. Has anyone seen what the pillar is? Oh, according to our trackers.
Pillar is Farron Pillar.
Is a Farron Pillar. So a heart medal and a heart container, so the cave of hearts here.
Yeah. Horde shouldn't be very difficult with both, with that heart medal. Heart medal makes it, like, significantly easier, because, you can actually recoup some damage.
Yeah. Heart medal makes Horde basically free and random. Ooh, Battlecats is going to be damaging down here, I think. Yes. So I wonder what. I guess he had, like, our runners have Earth Temple, so Bit Magic pretty helpful here.
Also, speaking of back in time, we have the potential to see Tentala skip if Sandship is late in logic, which would be that's always just nice to see.
Yeah, Tentala skip is always nice to see. And oh, actually, it's an Earth Temple Sandship seed, which means our runners can do the perfect setup in Elden with Thrill Digger and the Grave.
Yeah, so Tentala skip has 2 different setups. You can set it up in Elden, or you can set it up in Lanayru, and each one has its advantages or disadvantages. And the main drawback of the Elden setup is that you can't open the shed to reach Betrothed much faster than normal. But, because that's the same flag as having the Earth Temple door open, so you would never normally want to, like, open the Earth Temple door just to get that setup. It's just not worth it. But if you have the Earth Temple door open already, it makes the Elden setup, like, significantly better than the one.
I wonder if any of our runners will think of that. Jim got nothing from the first Spiral Charge Rock in the sky, so... So this is where we really see the advantages of both routes coming out. Jim has done a lot faster than Battlecats. And also just because he has an execution edge, because Jim is an absolutely phenomenal runner of the game.
I can't tell
But-
what's on the chandelier right
Yeah,
there.
I couldn't tell either. Whatever it is, Jim seems to like it. It is the
Oh,
Gust
it's
Bells.
bellows. Nice.
Okay. So definitely an item that he can get.
Is that
we'll see.
logically required for the combination lock in Sandship? Just
Only
wondering.
if Bo is in the combination lock chest. That's the only
Oh.
scenario in which it is actually logically required. Because otherwise you could just make it the past and look at the combination
true.
without the sand. So Battlecats has picked up his mushrooms, mushroom spores. I was about to say mushroom soup, but that's very wrong. Jim already getting
Jim is
soup,
getting,
but he
speaking
really
of soup,
doesn't.
Jim's getting the soup.
He doesn't really have a choice. He'll actually get both soups here because his bottle is full, or he has an empty bottle. So. So we'll be seeing a new item from Battlecats here. And then we should see him go for the other spiral charge rock first, so we'll get everything.
Yeah, it looks like Jim didn't. Yeah, it looks like Jim didn't know you have to like talk to Palm a second time after receiving the pumpkin soup to actually be able to leave, because that text trigger's still there.
I assume that that's just rust for him. Give Levias mushroom spores. So Jim is just gonna immediately drink his soup because he's gonna go get spores on his way. I do like this routing Jim a little bit better than Battlecats is here because it's a little bit less flying because he's able to fly directly to. Oh, he's going to.
He's going straight to Farron.
Interesting.
Oh, let's go. A key. K-E-Y key. That's 2 down already.
Alright, well, so little does Jim know that skipping that check is good. I do like this routing. It does cut some flying out. But Jim is severely behind on Pietro's conversation as a result of this.
Part of the reason that I personally like the Bazaar route is because you can get 2 Beatrice conversations before leaving Skyloft, then go to the Lumpy Pumpkin, sleep there for a 3rd, and then do stuff on nighttime Skyloft to talk to Peter and get the 4th Beatrice conversation. So you can get,
gets you halfway.
Yeah, you can get half of the quest before even leaving Skyloft. Oh no!
It's seeking a death on the rug.
Guess he just didn't pull Sailcloth in time. That's unfortunate.
That was such a short fall too. I'm so surprised he took damage.
Yeah, I mean, it probably looks a bit smaller because the sky is so big, but Link, it doesn't take that much for Link to take fall damage. Most of the time it doesn't matter because we have the Sailcloth.
I mean, we do have the Sailcloth, he just didn't pull it.
Well, yeah.
What was in the... I'm assuming there was nothing in the chest in Steel Temple, because my brain just kind of filtered it out.
Steel Temple was Heart Piece.
Okay, so it was literally...
Yeah.
I was looking at the tracker and was like, nothing got marked, so I'm gonna assume it's... I do want... So, this is... So, we're definitely seeing the advantages of both routes here. Jim has some better flying routing here, but has less information now than Battlecats does. But Jim had more early information compared to Battlecats, and I believe that might be why he has elected to not return to the Skyloft and continue advancing to Beatrice. Battlecats is setting up for Skyloft Trial Reverse Bit Warp.
If he actually does the Skyloft Trial Reverse Bit Warp, that would be very funny.
Yeah, I would love to see the reverse bit warp.
It'd also be really interesting because the only way to get the hint for the trial is to actually have the full Song of the Hero, which requires 3 different pieces. So, So either he's going to set it up and just never use it, or he's going to do it before he has the hint, which could lead him to doing an unrequired trial.
Yeah, I do not think we will see him do it before he has the hint, especially against Jim. So do wonder if we will see Battlecats return to Skyloft or go directly to Farron here. I think both of them have his merits. Have merits, but we also haven't seen Battlecats return Colin's letter yet, which is interesting. There. I wonder if we'll see Battlecats hold on to the soup here, because there's no other bottle really here. Nehru's wisdom is not too important. Sad.
Not important. We still got 3 left that could be required, so.
Alright, so Battlecats has copied his file here. He damaged down, and I'm not really sure why. I guess he had a route in his head, and it just didn't work out here. I guess that's probably an indication he's going back. That he's going directly to Farron, actually. Oh, he does need the reverse bit or file saved there. So Battlecats is going to be vying for a lot of file slots here.
He did say that we were going to see some interesting moves from him, and this is certainly one of them.
Alright, so he has gone back to Skyloft, which is very interesting. I wonder if we will see him do back in time from Skyloft here. It does look like he is... Oh, no, he's headed towards Paro. So we'll see 2 new item checks here.
First Urge, also not important. Ooh, a beetle. That's
quite
good. It's also the first, like, long-range item, so, that, like, does a lot of stuff for, like, hitting things in Farron.
Yeah, that gives him an extra check in Farron, actually. Did he save? No. So
I don't think he did.
I'm quite surprised that there's not going to be back in time from him here.
Yeah, he's probably going to return Colin's letter, and that's gonna fill his hearts. Or no, wait, no, it's not. That would be getting the Colin's letter check. Never mind.
Well, I mean, if he gets a heart piece, he could.
Well, yeah, if he gets a heart piece or heart container. I was thinking of, like, sleeping tonight and then sleeping today, but that's the Colin's letter check, not returning the letter.
One other big advantage that Jim gets here is that he is able to collect his and route that in pretty nicely, whereas Battlecats had to kind of go out of his way and fly to get them, but... the harp opens that check. Alright, so we will be seeing checks from both of our runners here shortly.
Oh, looks like Jim's going for Fence Hop to get the 1 check in Lake Florida.
What did he get from the Amber Tablet? Okay.
That only opens 1 check for him because he doesn't have Hook Beetle, Bomb Bag, or Claw Shots. But it's still a good find. And Slingshot
it's kind of required.
Yeah, just a little bit. Also the Slingshot check was 5 Gratitude Crystals.
Okay. So Jim will have an advantage going back to Skyward because he'll have 10 crystals at this point. At that point, I'm super confused as to what Battlecats is up to right now.
Yeah,
I assume starting dude, but I don't like this routing anymore.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to do Malara and the whip in the out of logic Lake Gloria chest. That's actually very good for Sandship because all 5 chests in the treasure room, as well as the robot that normally holds the small key, are all locked behind the whip. So that's 6 out of the 11 checks in Sandship, I think, that aren't the Heart Container and Flame.
Yeah, that is correct.
So whip is definitely an item that both runners want to have.
It's also very interesting because it opens checks in Sandsea.
Yeah.
But it's out of logic, so that might be an indication to Jim to not do them if we get claw shots.
Yeah, and that whip requirement, unlike the Sandship one, can be circumvented if you use RVM, but it's like almost always not worth it. Unless you're doing like a spoiler log race and you know something good is there, but that is not what this is.
Yeah. Like 64 said, it's also very likely that Water Dragon Scale will show.
Speaking of Water Dragon Scale...
Okay. the 64 and I team up to will that into existence.
That was flawless timing.
Okay, sure.
And Battlecat's not starting iDude. Probably got distracted by Scale and is going for
He has some routing tricks up his sleeve for that. I didn't say deep in logic, I said it would appear somewhere.
Oh,
First part of Song of the Hero.
Okay, we got Song of the Hero piece. 1/3 of the way to seeing if Skyloft Trial Reverse Bit Warp is worth it.
Didn't get anything in Farron there, so... Okay, I think Battlecats is finally going to do back in time here and make his file, which is what I thought he was gonna do hours ago. And by hours ago, I mean like 10 minutes ago. And Battlecats also has Water Dragon Scale going into Farron, so...
Yeah, that'll give him an extra 2 out of logic checks in Lake Floria in addition to the Great Tree chest, because he has the Gust Bellows.
Yeah. I do wonder what we are going to see from Battlecats here. We could either see the reverse bit warp or him making a corrupt file. He better not be. He's doing the reverse bit warp.
Is he actually?
He didn't copy a file. He's going to do the...
Oh my gosh.
There's no... What is he? He bit saved the wrong file. Didn't he?
He bit saved 1.
He should have been bit saving 3, I thought.
I don't know, I've never done this trick.
I have no idea what he's doing.
I think this trick is like only in Rando, because normally the trial appears on an inaccessible layer and back in time, so it'll always crash. And I have not done it in Rando, so I haven't actually done this before. Is he gonna... Oh, he's gonna die back in time. Okay.
Did he commit file 1 or file 3 there? Oh, it has to be file 3 because file 1 doesn't have the chat open. This is insane. This is an actually insane play.
Yeah, especially considering he's like doesn't have the hint, which I thought he would want to get before he went for it.
I don't actually know exactly how this reverse bit warp works. He's doing it. This is an insane play.
Well, we're definitely seeing a trial.
Battlecats, you absolute
Oh, that makes sense. He bit saved file 1 so he wouldn't spawn out of bounds.
Well, he was already saved there.
Oh yeah, that's true. Wait.
Alright, right, so
Yeah,
basically,
what if this is like the bow or something? That could
So
be, that would be insane.
basically what Battlecats just did there is he talked to the young customer in Lumpy Pumpkin, which sets the flag for the trial gate being spawned, or the same flag as the trial gate being spawned on the Skyloft. And by using back in time, he loaded the trial gate in on Skyloft in back in time, and then did a reverse bit warp into it to skip the requirement for the song.
And also, an interesting thing about reverse bit warping into trials is that normally the Guardians would have awakened when he left the protective circle near the start of the trial, but they didn't because when you reverse bit warp into a trial, it's pretty glitchy, and the Guardians actually cannot awaken.
Yeah.
So standing on waking water can get you...
I don't know what just happened there. But... If
So if you...
Battlecats gets an item from this, it's huge.
Yeah.
Because the setup for the reverse bit warp isn't that slow, and it's not a slow bit, really.
Yeah, but combined with having to talk to the young customer, copy file, and then do the bit, it's probably like 2 or 2.5 minutes. And then, in addition to that, you have, like, the 3-minute trial, so it's a lot of investment for a single check.
Well, yeah, but if it's a required item, you have to do the trial anyway. I just
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. It's definitely
And
a
then
huge...
he jumps in the water.
Oh, no!
Battlecats, what are you doing?
And, like I was, mentioning earlier, the... Oh, wait, what? Huh? Oh. Why is the waking water working? Okay, I don't understand trial reverse bit warp.
I believe he went into the protective circle to make this work.
Oh, right. That fixes it.
Yeah, that's a good point, Lepa. I guess he wanted to get more information before he did it. This also gives him a file that he can corrupt later for Earth Temple RBM.
Yeah, and Jim getting his beetle and also collecting single crystals, and probably going to Betro, so we'll see Betro 5 and 10.
Collecting loose crystals here is very interesting, but...
I mean, I almost always collect the 5 loose crystals that are, like, really quick, which are, like, the one in Paro's house, West Cliff, Boards, Pumpkin Patch, and Light Tower. I almost always grab those 5 because they're really fast and it saves a crystal pack later.
Yeah, I don't know what Battlecats was doing there. He didn't need to wait like that, but... He's just barely gonna miss this cycle.
Yeah, that's probably the worst part of the cycle to hit, because now he's got to wait for a really long time for this
He
watch
should be
to
good
move.
just around now. So it's very likely that Jim finds the next logical progress here. I really want Song of the Hero to be required here.
Well, we'll see if it's hinted at least. Because even if it's hinted, Jim might do it.
Jim might do it, yeah.
If it's not hinted, there's no way.
Oh, there's Bomb Bag.
Bomb Bag?
No way!
This is insane. And that's also logical. That's also well, not logical access into Lanayru, because that was totally out of logic.
Well, Bomb Bag is in logic, so
yeah.
So
Yeah, so that doesn't matter. But I'm really hoping that Battlecats goes to Betro before going to Farron, because having Bomb Bag lets you do the 2 bombable walls while getting the slingshot check, and that's just a really nice convenience.
Yeah, it's totally possible that Hook Beetle is not required, which is really funny.
Okay, guys, let's put Master Sword on...
Huge.
Okay, guys, let's just will the Master Sword to be on top of LMF, so it's hard required.
And a vanilla True Master Sword, of course.
Yeah.
The Hook Beetle doesn't actually do all that much right now, but if he... Well, actually, once he gets Bomb Bag, it opens a ton. It opens all of Lanayru.
Yeah, and having access to all of Lineru is an extra, I think,
It's an extra 4 checks
4.
with Hook Beetle.
Wait,
So the thing is that if they're in
yeah,
the
yeah,
like
4.
Hook Beetle locked segments of Lineru, that Battlecats has a big advantage. Because even if Jim gets all the song pieces, it's unlikely that he does the song or does the trial immediately.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, Battlecat still has not gone to the surface, and it's been almost half an hour, which is probably
Nope,
the
he has
longest.
not yet gotten to the surface.
Yeah, this is probably the longest Skyloft / Sky 1 that I've seen in Rando.
It's not the longest I've seen, but it's up there. So there's the bomb bag for Battlecats. What was on Batro 10? Was there anything good on Batro 10?
That was Batro 10.
That was Batro 5. He only has 5.
Oh, that's right. I don't think it was anything good.
Comparing trackers, it's nothing.
Yeah, for some reason I thought he had 10, and so Batro stopped giving things, so I was like, oh no, that was 10.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's nothing.
So, Jim gonna be getting a Song of the Hero piece, which we know is hinted.
Yeah, we know that trial is hinted. The only thing like really particularly good in Farron, I think, was a
5-pack on Slingshot.
yeah, it was a 5-pack on Slingshot. So it looks like Jim is going back to Farron here. I think we will see Battlecats go to Lineru. I do not think there is doubt. He has Bomb Bag Hook Beetle there with Hook Beetle gone out of on a huge potential out of logic play.
Yeah, I think because he has the Hook Beetle, he will definitely want to capitalize on that and go straight for those Hook Beetle checks in Lineru. And the other checks nearby, of course.
However, we'll see here if his out of logic is lead him on a wild cruise chase. Is there anything he can't do in Farron right now? Please remember to talk to Jono, by the way, Battlecats.
Also, I believe with the Water Dragon scale, the whip check the chest with the whip that Jim did is also in logic now because they can climb the tree and talk to your.
All of Farron is in logic right now for our runners. Because they have Bella's scale, which means Claws could be inside of the Great Tree or something stupid like that. Jim not even going for Extending Blow, SMH. So we're gonna see Battlecats ditching the soup here most likely, which is always interesting. Also, I guess we'll see Jim ditch the soup for the kick lead. So that's another 5 crystals.
When Jim was collecting loose crystals, did he only get the one inside of Farron's house?
So. That just said 21, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Which is interesting. I think if it's already night and I'm getting that one, I might as well get the other 4 fast ones.
I usually only do it if it actually gives me the next check. Jim doesn't really lose that much time because you have to 2-trip Farron anyway because of
Yeah, in order to rescue Ulu, you are hard required to do 2 Farron trips. Which is the only scrap request that works that way, because all the other ones can be triggered before entering that region, but in order to trigger Olin's crystals, you need to first obtain the slingshot check, or else the layer change that happens would make the slingshot check unobtainable.
Yeah, he did do the 1 out of logic Lake Florian check, which is a bit of time loss. So this is a huge route divergence. However, they should converge relatively soon. Unless Jim gets something that, like, if Jim gets, like, Elven Tablets, converge. They might, honestly. But if Jim doesn't get anything here, they won't, they have to converge, because Jim has nowhere else to go except Lanayru. But he doesn't have Hook Beetle. Okay, so there's 5 crystals for Battlecats.
So I stepped away for just a second. What was in the, like, first mines chest?
It was, crystals.
Okay.
Oh, there's
Another
a
song
song
of
of
the
the hero.
One more, and that... Well, no, actually, not... That means they're half... That means Jim is halfway.
Harp.
Yeah. Just Harp. Yeah. Skyleft Trial's locked behind 4 different things, even though it's only 3 pieces.
You can use the harp to play the song.
Unless you trial reverse bit warp.
And before we see Jim do it, once he sees it.
That would be absolutely insane.
I really didn't think we were gonna see the trial reverse bit warp from Battle. Said he probably would do it.
Another set of crystals.
Huh.
And another set of
And
crystals
another.
Jim screen. So many
So
crystals.
we have seen 35 crystals this season. Because Battlecats has 10 crystals that Jim doesn't have.
And if we find the claw shots, that technically puts 50 in logic with all 15 loose crystals.
Yeah, but I doubt we'll see our runners do that.
Yeah. Getting all 15 loose crystals is like a super last resort.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
There's
wow.
the song of the hero. So
Okay,
I think
so-
Battlecats just gets to skip the entirety of Baron. Potentially. I really hope he doesn't get baited into going into Baron here.
I mean, if he, like, gets a bunch of swords and, like, Ruby Tablet and Lanayru, he might just go straight for the...
Well,
he might just go
I
straight to
don't-
Elven. But...
If Battlecats gets a Ruby Tablet, I do not think we see him go to Farron.
Yeah.
That means that, because with this, unless there's something in Floria, that means that there is nothing that Battlecats will feel like he needs to complete the seed in Farron, unless those crystals are hard required. That's 40 crystals.
Okay, so
Oh,
all
wait,
the robots
that's so
in
true. I
all
forgot
the
about
robots in Lanayru are just mining crystals.
I forgot about Whip.
Oh yeah, that's true. Whip is in
No, there's rubies in one of them. There's the one Dusk Relic in the pool.
Still no tumbleweed though. And there's the harp.
Okay.
Okay, so that out of logic.
So we will have to see Battlecats clearing Farron. It's unlikely that he skips. We might see him skip Slingshot, but
And that also means that the trial was fairly early into logic, which means that Hook Beetle might be pretty
it's
useful.
becoming increasingly likely that Hook Beetle is required.
But it also means that
Where is
Jim,
going?
he's going
Oh,
back
for
in.
Battle of the Goddess. Ballad.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I wonder if we see Jim do the trial now. I find it very unlikely.
Yeah. But something interesting about having the trial being completely accessible this early is that there's probably less time that Jim can actually like put it off.
Well,
And
he has all of Lanayru.
but yeah,
Except for, you know, Hook Beetle Lockdown.
yeah.
The
The
claw
claw
shot!
shot.
Huh? In the Kit Kat chest. That's like the third scene ever. He's blowing. The third scene we've ever seen with claw shots there. At least.
An interesting thing is that Battlecats actually can't fully clear Sansei because he doesn't have the whip yet. Whereas when Jim gets to Lanayru, he'll be able to fully clear.
Yeah. This is insanely interesting. We also don't have Bo. Because
Yeah,
we
Bo
don't
and
have...
Beatrice. Bo and Beatrice would not be nice.
Okay, that's another 5 crystals. What? Bo on
Like I
bat
said,
40. Calling it
like I
down.
said, the Lanayru robots are just mining up all the gratitude crystals. I don't know why, but they are.
That's not the item you're looking for, Battlecats. I know you like the oh, the bad Z target.
Also, Cat Jam from Jim, of course.
I don't know if Deer will get that. He did. Cool. Very nice. What is this?
More Chris!
What? That's like 25 crystals in Lanayru. What?
Yeah, he's done 4 checks in mines and then 3 in Lanayru and
No, he
got
had 3 checks in mine because
Desert.
he didn't have claws.
Oh yeah, that's true. So he's done 6 Lanayru checks and
5 of them.
5
have been
of them-
crystal.
and the other one, and the one that wasn't crystals was the claw shots. So every single check he's done so far has been progression, which
I
is
think there are
insane.
2 Lanayru. I think there are 2 bypass. And I believe we've only seen 11.
The fact that we've seen 11 only 40 minutes in is...
We've seen 10 or 11 if my math is correct.
Yeah, I don't know the
Because
exact
Jim has
number.
gotten 4 packs that Battlecats hasn't, and Battlecats has gotten 5 packs that he hasn't. It's actually, I think it's 9. Not 8. Or 9, not 10. What?
Jim's doing the trial!
Huh?
I mean, I think he saw that he got every single song of the hero piece and the harp, and it's hinted so early. Like, he might just want to do it in case it has something that's
This
actually...
is an odd play. I feel like this is out of character for Jim.
It's also not good for Battlecats because he's not going to have a Beetle Edge for that long.
It's terrible for Battlecats. You know, people have been baited by that so often. But I understand why you would do it. It just feels so strange.
I mean, I think I could justify doing the Skyloft trial specifically over others just because it has, like, literally double the requirements.
Yeah, but, like, the game has to place Harp at some point anyway.
Yeah. But the fact that it has 3 song pieces instead of just the 1 makes it, like, more difficult to get to. Oh, hey, the pouch upgrade.
I guess if this is Claws or Hook Beetle, then Jim. I guess Jim's thinking is that this is either Claws or Beetle. He gets an advantage going to Lanayru.
And we already know that it's the second beetle.
Because I'm like, if it's anything else, it doesn't matter if he does it now or later.
I mean, well, technically, C chart could matter because then he could do. Oh no, because he doesn't have bow. Never mind.
Ooh,
Oh,
Jim with
no.
uncharacteristic execution mistake.
The Ruby
The
Tablet!
Ruby Tablet is Hook Beetle locked.
So, that would be really, really good for
If
Battlecats
Jim
if
wasn't
Jim
doing
wasn't
the
doing the
trial,
trial right now.
Battlecats would have a huge advantage.
Okay, Beetle's Beetle. Oh no, Jim's getting caught by the Watchers. I don't think getting caught here really matters though, because you can just grab this tier.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Just a little cutscene.
Okay, that works, I guess. Ooh, Jim in a... Okay, that was a little precarious from Jim, but he will make the bridge cycle, which is really what matters. Jim making all the cycles, of course, despite the small mistake.
Yeah, despite falling off and taking that like small cutscene, he's just that fast.
Well, your cycles reset after the
Oh yeah, that's true.
the waking water, so actually, yeah, that's fine. You only have to watch the cutscene of getting caught once. That's all there is to it. Well, there's all of our side quest items in just chilling in Lanayru, apparently.
No quest lock quests, unfortunately.
Jim finally making progress on Beatrice.
And also getting
And
a
buying a
wood.
shield. I love this scene. This scene is hilarious.
Yeah. You could totally make up lore about the seed and like the Lanayru robots.
I would have lost this scene, for the record. Like, hands down, because I would not have done the trial when Jim did it. And I guess that's why I would never beat Jim in a race. I guess if I'm basic Jasnik, then I wouldn't have lost, because we both would have lasted.
Alright, so we're gonna be seeing Olin's crystals on Jim's screen. So this could be another reason that Farron is required, which would be really unfortunate for Battlecats, because that's a required Farron
if
ability.
this is... I didn't know that the Ampuli could do that.
Yeah, when they're
If
electrified...
Alan's crystals is bow, you could call this. Okay, it's just a bottle.
Okay.
Messy emotes average link Kappa.
also gonna see the Collins letter check from Jim as well.
Nice bonk from Jim there. Come on, Battlecats. You're better than this.
Just use the beetle.
That's so slow. This is still faster than using the beetle twice.
A
There's
sword
a
upgrade. That's the first one.
Yeah, this could be really bad for Battlecats. Also, I totally forgot that Battlecats is running on console, so he has no. Just Battlecats' textures are really nice.
Oh yeah, that's true. Out of curiosity, do you think it would be possible to actually break slide out of that room when, like, in the present? Like, it looks really far.
I do not think so, because the space is really small.
Oh yeah,
It's
true.
like
So you
it's
can't
really
get very
short.
high. You can't
Yeah.
get very high in the sink sand.
I think it's about the height of a crawl space, which is really, really short. I do like this routing from Jim here. It's a little bit backward from what I personally. Oh no,
Oh
Jim.
no, the pivot cutscene.
It's a little backwards from what I would do, but it's fine. Like, it really doesn't matter in this case. And actually, in this case, it might be better because he's going to Linearu, so it cuts a little bit of flying out. But I think flying is faster than walking in this situation.
I think
Plus,
Jim
the ability to
probably
avoid this.
cutscene existed. Because, like, it's right on top of the stamina fruit, so it's really easy to, like, have this cutscene slip your mind and then just run straight into it while going for the stamina fruit. I've done that a bunch.
Yeah, I've done that before. Does Jim not realize he only has 29?
He has 30 now. It said he had 29 when he picked up Pumpkin Patch
Okay,
Crystal.
so he has 30.
So right now he's got 30.
I trusted Harm's word in chat that he had 28.
More crystals.
Can't wait for more
Well,
crystals
yeah,
on
well,
the
double.
cursed metal chest.
A key! K-E-Y key!
Yeah, so I don't think we're gonna see Battlecats assume the key today. Assume the full key, assemble the full key.
It's always really interesting in seeds with late Ruby tablet because you can sometimes get all 5 key pieces before reaching the Earth Temple, so you actually can avoid doing the RBM.
Yeah, you can if you're or if you ban your routing. Most people don't try to avoid it, so.
Yeah. I would only not do the RBM if I already had all 5 key pieces when I wanted to do Earth Temple. But I wouldn't, like, put off doing Earth Temple to look for key pieces in other places.
Yeah, no, I usually wouldn't either. It's a little awkward with Earth Temple because, like, it's so likely to be late in life. Earth Temple is usually useless. But then sometimes I just get, like, 3 items in Earth Temple. I'm like, Oh, top of LMF was useless. Edge. Battlecat's looking a little confused. Not knowing what he wants to do. Okay, this is way better than the movement he was going for. So he's fine.
Jim about to be bombarded with crystal packs.
Yeah, Jim is gonna have like literally every crystal pack. It feels like. I think we're missing like one now.
Watch that like one remaining crystal pack be like the Tantalus heart container.
LMAO, that'd be great.
And then Jim
Right,
does.
so Battlecat's here setting up Tentacle Gift now.
I think it's an interesting move to like deliberately set it up in like finish the setup here in Lanayru. Because like he has the ruby tablet and can access the Earth Temple and like hopefully knows that the Elden setup would be like super good because Earth Temple's required.
Yeah, I assume he's just doing this in case he can't get. I guess he can get to Earth Temple, so this is just wrong now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, because he has both the digging mitts. He has actually every single item that would let you access Earth Temple, Hook Beetle, digging mitts, and bomb bag.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's the magma mitts. Not really helpful because we don't have fire sanctuary required or earrings yet. So.
Yes, the Pogma mitts have been obtained, but I think when Fire Sanctuary is unrequired, it only opens the single Volcano Summit chest.
Yeah, it's a little sad, all things considered.
Well, it opens up more things on different settings because a couple of goddess chests are locked behind the Magma mitt.
One goddess chest locked by that.
Oh right, because the other chest on that island is the
It's
one
not randomized.
Lanayru Gorge. It's the Lanayru Gorge cube, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. I was thinking there were two. Lanayru Gorge, the no-no of random. Oh, what? Jim getting crushed by that statue. That looks really strange.
Yeah, if you're timing it slightly off, you can do that.
Yeah, but he was like mid jump slash and then just like squished.
Yeah, if you're under the thing, that'll happen.
So we're gonna be seeing Betro 40 soon from Battlecats.
He's 5 crystals short of getting all of the rewards. here. That would have been very nice. Oh, well, there.
Oh,
That's all the crystals.
Crystals.
I think that is every single crystal
Oh
in the
my
game.
gosh, and it's another. Batro has 2 key pieces, and also a key.
And the
K-E-Y, key. And the bow? What? Oh, bow was Batro 40. And
no,
then.
no, that's that 50.
Oh,
Wait,
right.
I called Bo on that 50 like 20 minutes ago. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Jim getting the style help menu there.
I'm very bad at like figuring out which Batro check it is. I just know Batro has it.
Well, I mean, it was his last check, so I knew that one. He's missing 1 key piece now.
Will we see him avoid the RVM? Like, I'm hoping it's in early Elden, because that would be really cool. To see somebody actually use the key in a race.
Honestly, I could see Battlecats justifying doing Sand Skip here in an attempt to do Sand Skip without Whip.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he does have to go to Lake Floria anyway, so...
Yeah, unfortunately, that is the case.
And double unfortunately.
Otherwise, I'd give Battlecats a bit of an advantage here.
Yeah, and another unfortunate thing is that Lake Floria, from most Farron routes, is one of the last things you do. So usually
Arp is
like
just required to complete the seed. You have to use it to raise the game time.
Yeah, but from what I've seen Battlecats and most other players do, is you just sweep through Farron and Deep Woods and then go to Floria afterward to leave.
Yeah, if Battlecats gets a key piece here, that could be huge. Because Battlecats is technically in logic. He has just skipped a couple of chunks of the logical progression. Bo was bat 50. Because of course it was bat 50. What else would it have been this seed?
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been on Beatrice.
That's very true, and not something I had particularly considered. It is hard to say who is ahead. Jim has a couple of items that Battlecats will need to get eventually, but if he enters Farron in go mode, it could be we could see some interesting stuff. C-chart on Beatrice? It's possible. Wouldn't be the first time. And also won't be the last time, I can tell you guys that much.
Yeah. The thing about, like, basically every seed is you can say it could be worse by just putting things on Beatrice, so...
It's so true! It's hilarious because it's true.
And, like, even, like, seeds that have required things on Beatrice, like, it could be worse than even that, where, like, the first required progression item is on Beatrice. You have to do her right away, and that takes so long when you can't route it in with other... like nighttime.
The only Spirit Zero progression item is on Beatrice.
Yeah. I've had that happen. I had an open Lineru pillar and bombs on Beatrice. It was really annoying.
Dang. That is an unfortunate turn of events.
Why is Battlecats rolling the bomb? He has bomb bag.
I mean, he's here.
Oh,
Say
okay.
it's a bomb.
Yeah.
If he's worried about his bomb count for some reason.
Yeah, when he like at that time he started moving, I was thinking he was gonna like get exploded.
Oh man, imagine getting exploded in this race.
Ooh, there's another sword upgrade. So
That was the first chest in Magma Turf.
Yeah, first Magma Turf chest. Oh,
This
also
seed is really interesting because
something I just realized is that Battlecats will the only way he can possibly be in go mode outside of Harp when entering Pharaon is for him to find all 3 of the other sword upgrades.
Yeah.
One sword upgrade is hard locked by Harp.
Yeah.
And Jim getting a ruby tablet there.
It's really unfortunate that this is the way the seed shook out for Battlecats.
Yeah,
because
that
almost any other seed, or like with this, like if this seed was oriented any differently, like Battlecats has a huge advantage over Jim in that.
Did Jim forget to do the first chest? Oh no. Oh, he forgot both of them.
Good job, Jim.
Whoops.
We're proud of you.
Also, something I just want to point out, if you say rupees on that magma text, it's really slow, but also really funny.
I don't actually know if it's slower in Rando, because text. I don't know how many text.
No. I think it's more text boxes, because he says something about it's like, seriously, I'm gonna give you a reward and you want to waste it on rupees, and then he's like, well, anyway, I have this, I don't have rupees. So you can have these instead, and he gives you the digging mitts. So I'm pretty sure it's more text boxes.
We'd have to actually like look at we'd have to like run a program on the dumps on the text dumps to find out what's fastest in Rando. Because Rando, it is strictly the number of text boxes.
I mean, you can also just look and count the number of text boxes.
Yeah, that's a lot of effort when we can automate the process. Honestly, making the program to do it is probably more work than counting.
Oh,
Battlecats getting circles! Nice! Battlecats wins in our hearts.
Yep. Hey. Also, after getting circles, Link just looks the wrong way.
I think that might be random. That might just have to do with like the way you get in. I don't know if that's the same way around every time.
I don't think it's the same. It's probably just whichever way he happens to be looking, but it almost always
at the end of the cutscene.
The wrong way.
More money for Battlecats going into his stuff to the brim wallet.
The silver rupee text is like, you must feel like a celebrity, but I think if Link was a celebrity, he'd be able to hold slightly more than 300 rupees.
Could you imagine being only able to hold 3? I guess most people's wallets can't like hold more than like a good chunk of. I guess if it's in $100 bills, right? Or like in whatever the largest denomination of currency is in your country, right? However, since the size of rupees is directly proportional to their value.
Oh, interesting. Battlecat's choosing to do the like bomb strat with the hook beetle instead of just.
Yeah, that's just more consistent. It's like it doesn't.
It might.
Really...
Is it any faster?
Because
you don't have to wait for the bomb to explode.
I doubt that it's slower. I should say. Just hold a credit card in the rupee bag. That's smart. Come on, give Battlecats the key piece. You know you want to, game.
Yeah, I really want to see that because it would also be a vanilla key piece.
Yeah, vanilla keys are fun. Oh, hey, speaking of his wallet being full.
Yeah. Jim is at 65 crystals now. And he's picked up 5
So
loot.
Jim is at
right?
70 crystals. He has all of them.
The in-game counter just said 65.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the tracker.
I think, yeah, I think the ZSR
Oh,
tracker.
yeah, doesn't
like,
the tracker, like,
if you-
skip the 65?
Yeah, it skips 55, 65, and 75. It counts up by 10 after 50. I don't know why.
That's interesting.
Up until 50, it works fine, and then after that, it stops working.
Yeah, blame Trez, of course. Who else would we blame?
I mean, we could blame CJ.
I didn't make this tracker! Yo. I really hope Battlecat sets up Tentacles skip in Elden. Oh wait, we don't have Slingshot.
Oh, yeah, true, because the Elden setup does require the slingshot.
So it doesn't really matter. So Battlecats was right to do it in Lanayru.
Yeah, that's true. I
did
also
fail to consider that.
Yeah, I also failed to consider that slingshot is required, because I basically never do the Elden setup.
Jim will get past 70, so he will lose a little bit. That is correct.
Because, like, the only time that you really want to go for the Elden setup is when
This
you have
exact
specifically Earth Temple Sandship, and that's a 1 in 36 chance.
Well, yeah, you can
One
switch
in-
files in during Tentacles skip average length, but Jim will get the bat 70 reward in like
It's not a 1 in
like in
36.
the like when he goes to turn in bat 50.
Also, we'll probably be seeing Battlecats do the Earth Temple RBM, which is unfortunate. I really wanted to see him use the key.
Yeah, 1 key piece shy, unfortunately. I wonder where it is. Sansi, I guess.
Speaking of key pieces, we are now 1 hour in, and so it's time to talk about what the key to a good restream is, and it obviously is the lovely commentators and the lovely trackers, which today are again CJS07 and Mario Runner for the commentation, and Jarl and Harmyan387 for the tracking. Thank you for being so committed to Zelda speedruns. Yay!
For a second, I really did just think that Jim was gonna run into LMF, and I was like, Jim, what are you doing?
He's just gonna go ahead and beat Moldy. Like, nothing wrong with that. Sure, it's like one of the slowest dungeons in Rando, but whatever. I think really the only interesting items that we haven't seen yet are the C chart and swords.
Yeah, we need the C chart, but if we could see them skip the C chart potentially.
Yeah, Sand Sea Skip is an option, but it's a pretty slow one because you need to set up Betroth crystals or nighttime crystals in Back in Time.
Yeah, I
And
find it
that
very unlikely that
a
we see
whole
skip chart.
other thing. I did manage to get a seed with dungeon entrance rando where I had the perfect setup for Betroth for like nighttime crystals and bit, because I was able to do Sand Sea Skip while in go mode, and then on the Sandship entrance was Ancient Cistern, so I could then do the AC Boss Key Skip, both of which require nighttime crystals and bit. So I got to combine like both of the relevant RBMs.
Yeah, he copied a different file. Or he must have. I didn't see exactly how he did the RBM. But now he's in Earth Temple, so...
And then Jim getting the magma bits there.
So we are gonna see a divergence.
Ooh, there's a sword! Okay, so we
know
now
where
know
all
the
the required
locations.
swords are.
Yeah, we now know the locations of 3 swords. And if there's another one in Earth Temple, that means, well, no, because C chart, but Battlecats could enter
Yeah, the
Pharaoh.
cameraman isn't great for getting that chest, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think the camera manip doesn't really work if you get that first chest with the digging mitts, because like the cycles get thrown off by you taking longer and the camera being like in different positions.
We could see Zancy
Oh, he
skip the
bonked on
battle.
the stairs.
That's
I've
unfortunate.
I've had that happen way too many times.
So we'll see what Jim gets going to Zancy.
Well, he gets
Okay.
more crystals.
Wait. Oh, Battlecats.
Now that's every Jim has
That
every
has
5
to be
pack.
every single crystal pack.
Well, yeah, there's no way he's collected 10 loose. And he's at 70 right now.
Did he ever go back for? Oh, right, Bat 40 he already got, right. I think.
Yeah, he still needs the bow from Betrow 50, but he'll probably get it at some point.
It's possible that he delays Bat 50 for a really long time because it's isolated.
Yeah, because it's just the one check.
So we
But
can
with so many
see
crystals.
Battlecats get a little bit of an advantage off of that. But
Alright,
Battlecats
let's
needs
look.
every little advantage he can get.
Let's see what Golo has. So something interesting
It is
about
very
Linda.
hard to say. It is, I wouldn't even necessarily, I'd say that they're probably... But it all depends on what Battlecats does.
So yeah, something kind of neat about Lanayru Cave is that it has 2 checks, but it acts as one because one of those 2 is always going to be the Lanayru Cave small key because it
One
can't.
of the 2 Lanayru Cave small keys, technically, because the other
Oh
one
yeah,
is,
well,
in
I mean,
Gorge, which
really,
is the same map for keys for some reason.
it's the same scene index, I'm pretty sure, so that's the reason why it works.
I
But
don't know
yeah,
if they are the same scene index or not, but
they definitely are the same scene index.
I just don't know offhand.
Yeah.
So I will take your word for that.
It's like mines and desert, and then caves and gorge are like the 2 main scene indexes in Lanayru. And then Sand Sea, like between all of its areas, has a scene index, and each dungeon has one.
Battlecats with a smooth cutscene skip there.
Yeah. It's really nice that you can skip that with any projectile. I wonder if you could do it with a beetle. Probably not worth it, but
I think definitely not worth it. Although that intro cutscene kinda long. Not gonna lie.
yeah. Something interesting about like cutscenes that you can skip with the beetle is that if you fly the beetle into the Bokoblin that is near Lapsa in Faron Woods, the other Bokoblins won't spawn because the intro cutscene won't play, but when you defeat the single Bokoblin leader, Lapsa's cutscene will still trigger and you can knock him out of the tree.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I like hit it with the beetle to see what would happen, and turns out just taking out the one allows you to knock down Lapsa. I'm pretty sure defeating that one also like is the one that sets the flag for being able to.
No, it's defeating all of them that sets the flag.
Oh really? I thought it was just the leader. So then that's very interesting that it works.
Hello to the Zelda Speedruns raid party.
Also,
Welcome
Jim.
to an extremely interesting Skyward Sword quarterfinals, randomizer quarterfinals match.
Jim going right through the Monka-S cave, like
Yeah,
very.
no
cool.
problem there. You're witnessing one of the best, probably. This is ZSR2. Very funny Q game. Very funny. good pun. Anyway. Honestly, if Jim gets C-Chart here, it could be really good for Jim, but it could also be really bad for. It could also just not. I should say it could also just not mean anything. Because, like, Battlecats can skip it if he gets into go mode, and it's like if it's in Sansy, it's unlikely that we go to Sansy without also going to Farron first. Because I doubt we'll see him go get it without whip. Nice camera there.
That was I think that was because like he was still locked onto the Phoenix. But
I heard I heard it retarget. I heard the ding.
It looks like Jim's gonna be getting a nice P-hat cycle. Oh yeah. He can just get them both right away. That's very good.
Jim getting a great P-hat cycle there.
So for go mode, you need to get the Master Sword, the Goddess Harp, and complete both required dungeons. Oh, that's all 4 swords.
Okay, we now know where they all are. We know that Battlecats will not get True Master. It is pretty likely that Jim will get True.
Yeah. Considering it's in the first chest in Earth Temple and then first chest in Magma Turf.
Nicely done there, Battlecats.
I think he RBM'd he did staircase RBM, so he's likely death warping to commit or to reload.
Yeah, no, I know what he was doing. Also didn't.
The only song we haven't seen yet is Ballad of the Goddess, so still no Levias. I think dying on that like lava column is really cool because you can like just get double hit by the lava to take 4 hearts really fast.
Yeah, but you have to be on a good cycle there, right? For that to work out.
I think if you just go from the start of the room, open the chest, and then like jump at the lava pillar, it'll always be there from like from my experience anyway.
Yeah, I also think it's kind of likely that C-Chart is up at this point. We didn't have all that many Spear Zero. I guess there were a couple of Crystal Packs Spear Zero. So, I take that back.
Yeah, but so both runners, despite having like 2 complete, like each having different sword upgrades, can both do all of Isle of Songs once it's accessible. Which I think is really interesting. They both have White Sword and 0 overlaps.
Yeah, that's really interesting, actually.
If Pirate Stronghold has like C-Chart or Ballad and then C-Chart and Thunderhead, it's basically like GG's.
Yeah, if Whip leads Jim to get, or like Jim having Whip leads him to get C-Chart, I'd be willing to say that that's probably GG's.
Well, yeah, even if he just gets it now, because then he can just go to Sandship, and then even if he, like, even if Jim rushes straight to Earth Temple when he goes to Eldin, he would still get a sword immediately in Earth Temple for Master Sword.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, true. If Jim is in Go mode...
If
Jim will not be in Go mode in Eldin, so I doubt we see him skip a lot of checks.
Yeah. But, like, if he, like... there's potential for him to like just rush it because he wants to finish his dungeons. I don't really see him doing that, but
yeah, Jim is a pretty thorough player, as far as I'm aware, as far as I can tell. Yes, they have to kill Demise to complete the run.
Yeah, that's time ends when Demise is defeated. Also, Jim going across those platforms like really, really smoothly.
Yeah, I wish I could do that.
And also without stopping at all. I always stop to Z target because if I try to
Yeah,
go.
I feel like I can never
smoothly,
get
just
it when I
fall
do
off.
play.
I think it's because like the camera tries to turn to orient it, so you only have to hold straight after waiting. But
Yeah.
that camera turning like totally messes with the angle you have to hold on the control stick.
Yeah, our runners will have to complete 2 dungeons to finish the seed, which are Earth Temple and Sandship A. The other dungeons will have nothing required in them.
Another something interesting about Earth Temple Sandship is that those are the 2 dungeons that are like that need specific items that are exclusively used for accessing their entrances. I guess Skykeep too, but
Yeah,
Skykeep
Skykeep.
will never be required because in these settings, skip Skykeep is always on. And speaking of Skykeep, no Stone of Trials yet, but
Yeah.
that's non-progression, so we might not see it at all. Could just be in an unrequired dungeon. Oh, there's the Ballad of the Goddess.
For Jim, I assume.
Yeah, Jim got it. 3rd stronghold chest.
Jim not death warping here is very interesting.
Yeah, there's no reason to defeat these Armos with Goddess cubes turned off. When they're on, you would want to open the Shark Head in order to get a Goddess cube. But in these settings, Goddess cubes are off, so there's 0 point in defeating these Armos.
Yeah, it's true. He could just be rusty. That's what I chalk it up to.
Did Battlecats get a tricycle? I wasn't paying attention.
He has white sword, so I don't actually know.
Oh yeah, that's true, because that would make it easier.
I wasn't really looking at his stream at the time.
But yeah, so he'll be the first runner to clear one of the 2 required dungeons. Strict downgrade on the heart container. Oh yeah, no Isle of Gratitude because every single 5-pack has already been found by Jim.
So Jim is not getting soup.
Oh yeah, that's true because he doesn't have his soup anymore.
He
after
might last location Levias if this is the case.
Yeah, and if Levias has the C chart, that could give Battlecats an edge if he chooses to do it earlier.
Yeah.
The issue is that Ballad is at the end of the pirate stronghold.
Yeah, so the problem with the biggest problem is that we will not see Battlecat go to Sandsea without whip, most likely. Required dungeons are written on the bulletin board in the academy.
Yeah, so you can just take a look
It's
at
like
that
right behind
after.
Fledge when you first enter, or like when you first leave Link's room at the start of the scene.
Yeah, so you can just get that information within the first minute and then start thinking about that. So Jim gonna be able to get all 3 Isle of Songs checks because he has the Goddess White Sword.
For these, for tournament environment, yes, the run would be 2. But it does depend on the dungeons, because we've had some pretty fast through.
And there's the chart. This is not good for Battlecats.
This is very, very bad for Battlecats. There's Cursed Metal for Jim, but
metal.
it's straight to the
no.
end check with Cursed Metal.
His pouch is full, so we won't...
So Jim is effectively in go mode.
Yeah.
He does not actually have all the items, but he has all of the checks open to him.
Yeah, that means, Earth Temple, the last Earth Temple key being in Sandship is possible, and also I think it's probably one of the only places other than Levias that it can be, because we've seen almost every other location.
If Jim doesn't get bow, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He still doesn't have the bow. I forgot about that.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. But the real problem for Battlecats is that he has to go through all of Stronghold to get to Ballad, to get to Isle of Songs, to get to Sea Chart. If he Sandsea skips, that could be good.
The thing is that the only real way in which, the only path that I see Battlecats winning this now is Jim puts off Patro 50, which it doesn't look like he's doing. Battlecats does Sandsea skip, and the whip is unrequired in Sandsea.
I mean, either way, he still needs to go to Floria for Goddess Heart.
Yes, but that enables him to skip Sandsea.
Yeah,
I think is the big
I was about to say, he is probably gonna get the Master Sword now, but he can't because he doesn't have Harp for Colin's Letter.
Yeah. Also, welcome Raiders from Zelda Speedruns 3. Welcome to the quarterfinals of the Skyward Randomizer tournament. In what is an interesting seed. However, this seed may very well have been at this point, but we will see.
Yeah. I think the only way that Battlecats has much of a chance is if Jim, like, really puts off Patro 50, which he probably won't because he's already on Skyloft. But then, if he,
also,
like,
our runners are kind of synced right now, which is kind of
if he, like, seriously puts it off, Battlecats does Sandsea skip, gets the harp, like, goes to Floria right away, gets the harp, and then leaves Pharaon to go to get Colin's Letter. Or, while doing Sandsea skip, picks up the sword at the top of Skipper's Retreat.
I
Both
find
of which
that extremely unlikely.
Yeah, both of which I find very unlikely, because, like, dipping Floria first is unlikely, and then dipping out of Pharaon when there still could be a sword in many of the Pharaon Woods checks, in order to get the Colin's Letter check for his Master Sword, I find both of those scenarios.
Although, to be fair, we have seen people do that exact thing, except in Lanayru with
Oh yeah, with the party wheel.
Oh yeah, no wait, didn't someone also do it with Colin's Letter and get Gomo?
I don't remember, but I think 64.
No, it was not 64, I think it was Average Link. Yeah, it was Average Link!
Oh, Average Link. I don't know. I forget.
He just dipped.
I feel like it might have been
Jim
in, like,
is
one of
buying the bug net!
Oh my gosh.
Jim memeing on that.
Yeah, gymnast86 is gonna be very happy with Jim today.
Oh, and I don't think Battlecats bought the net. If Battlecats had bought the net, he would really have won in all our hearts, even if he loses. Our runners are so synced.
Yeah. Jim still has a chance at circles because he hasn't been to Eldin yet.
Yeah, if Jim gets circled, he steals our hearts.
And Battlecat's finally getting a shield.
It does look like Jim will be putting off Bat 50.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate for him, but it gives Battlecats a chance to come back.
However, as long as they're both doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Blue box.
Oh, hey, there's the slingshot.
Which means if Jim is really thinking about it, he could do the Elven setup for Tantalus skip, but...
Because, yeah, Jim will undoubtedly be in go mode by the time he reaches Sandship.
Oh, that's another big thing, is that Battlecats might not be in go mode.
Yeah, because if he does Sandsea skip, like, he will not be in go mode. If he does Sandsea skip before going to Pharaon, if he like were to go to Pharaon, get the harp, and then do Colin's letter for the sword, he'd be in go mode. But
Alright,
other than that, he would not
I
be in go
don't
mode.
see Jim putting off Bat 50 at this point because he is on Skyward. I forgot how many other Skyward.
Okay, that's Beatrice Conversation 6 for Gymnast. So now all he has to do is talk to Peter at night, Beatrice during the day, and then Beatrice at night to finish the quest.
I think our runners. I think Jim actually now has a lead on Beatrice over Battlecats.
They might be about tied. I don't know how many
I
conversations
think
Battlecat
Jim is
has.
about to get the Darling. Oh my god!
Oh.
Battlecats is about to get the Darling
The
text.
sync, both of them getting the Darling text. They went from Beetle's Airshop, through to Beatrice, then
That's
to
really
Zelda Heart Beast, and then
because
back to
Jim was
Beatrice for
so
Darling.
far behind. It felt like Beatrice.
Well,
Actually,
he got less early conversations, but he probably got more during like the middle parts.
I don't know. It's certainly an occurrence.
Why is Jim going outside at night? Oh, he's getting the baby's rattle.
He doesn't need to do that at night though.
I know,
That's
but
awkward. This routing feels awkward.
well, yeah, I would have wanted to sleep today, do baby's rattle, and then dive towards the bazaar to get Beatrice Conversation 7, or technically like 9 out of 10 total conversations.
Yeah, whatever it is.
It's 7th
Don't think too hard.
and 9th total.
Jim checking his calibration there on this dive.
Yeah. This dive can be like deceptively difficult sometimes for seemingly no reason. Oh yeah, he's going to Betro, I think. Like what else? Oh,
he's turning in baby, right?
Oh, rattle.
Okay.
That kind of
I
makes
thought he had
sense.
already turned that in. So
Yeah,
since
I
he
also
hasn't turned in that.
Yeah,
this routing is a
Battlecat
lot
turned it
more.
in. So that
This
makes
routing
sense.
Makes a lot of sense now.
And while he's over here, he'll almost definitely get Betro. Because Betro is so nearby.
Yeah, if he doesn't go to Betro here, it's strictly a mistake. I mean, it's a mistake because, you know, we know that Betro has something, but...
Yeah, and if he does go to Betro, he's in pseudo-go mode, because there's no way he misses the Sword in Earth Temple.
The thing is that when he gets Bow, he might go to Sandship, which means we might not see... Or Tentaclus Skip, I should say. Did he set up Tentaclus Skip? I didn't actually pay attention.
I didn't see him set it up anywhere.
I didn't pay attention when he was in Lanayru.
Yeah, I don't think he set it up in Lanayru, and he definitely hasn't set it up in Elden, of course.
You know, he hasn't been to Elden at all.
Well, yeah. Yeah, okay, he's going to Betro.
Yeah. This is all but... Battlecat's getting a
Wooden shield,
shortly
nice.
after buying one.
Yeah. And he bought one on this same Skyloft trip. Beatrice just, like, went over to the next stall in the bazaar and was like, hey, I need a gift for Link. I'll take your shield. Also, key piece for Jim.
There's
And
the
there's
bow for Jim.
So where do you guys think the last key piece is? I'm thinking probably somewhere in Sandship.
Honestly, yeah, that is the only place that makes sense.
Because we've seen all of Sandsea, all of Desert, all of Mines, all of Elden Volcano. The only other places it could really... And all of Pharaon and Floria. So the only other places that it could really be are...
In
Sandship, Levias, or Volcano Summit.
It's true, it could be Levias.
And, of course, neither runner has Fire Shield Earring, so it could still be in one of those two checks. But that's like 3 outside of Sandship and 13 inside it, so I think it's much more likely to be Sandship.
I don't know, don't underestimate those odds. The odds.
Yeah,
This rando can really trick you sometimes with odds.
thing. You can make all the plays based on like the best odds, but like it's random.
The
So.
rando is just like, nah, never. I've never fought. It's like, never tell me the odds except the rando is like.
Yeah, I was about to say the
statistics.
rando's just like, never tell me the odds. I'll do the
Alright,
most.
so Battlecats is headed to
great
Baron here.
So he'll like most certainly be getting the harp.
So
We probably won't see him doing Olin's crystals.
I doubt we will see him do Allen crystals, and I doubt we will. That's really it. I doubt we will see him do anything other than.
He probably also won't go. Well, I don't know. He probably won't go back to do Ballad of the Goddess.
All things considered, he's not. I can see sus if he does Sansi's and Jim continues to like effectively goof around, because you know we know where everything is.
So I think if he gets harp
Did
here,
Battlecats do early Thunderhead? Did I completely miss him doing early Thunder?
did he? I have no. If he did early Thunderhead, that's really big because then he can get the C chart without having to do Sansi skip. But at the same time, he could also do Sansi skip. Either way, it's actually no, it's not 2 RBMs.
The fact that if he did early Thunderhead, then he has a huge time save over doing Sansi skip.
Yeah, because
And
Sansi
if he did early Thunderhead and he goes for Thunderhead after this, he could retain an advantage. Because he would enter Sandship in Go mode.
I think the single scenario where Sansi skip is worth is when you're in Go mode other than C chart, because it's a really slow setup, because you need to reverse bit magic the Batro story flag onto a bit saved new game file, and then reinitialize back in time, and then perform the RBM using that new setup file. So it's like 2 RBMs for just one like actual thing that it does.
You know, I agree. Skipping Machi? That could be huge. That's a huge time.
Oh yeah, because skipping Machi means he can't save any other Kikui or get slingshot.
Is that crystals? That looks like crystals. Is he picking them up? Oh, it's a song.
That's Nehru's? I think Nehru.
I think.
I was right, it was Nehru's. Also, nice sandship shooting from Jim. Very clean.
That's his hundo. Skills coming.
And there's-
right there.
Yeah, there. And oh yeah, because Pharaon has all those Song of the Hero pieces that Battlecats ignored.
Yeah. Unfortunately for him, that's what they all are.
And yeah, the fact that he did the trial reverse bit warp is the only reason he was able to put off Pharaon for so long. Oh, that was almost
a nice shot.
yeah, that was almost like a really nice snipe.
Jim just like, you know what? Let me get a slash in here.
Yeah. So there's not any specific location that a certain item is required to spawn in, but there's logic to ensure that every check is accessible without using any glitches. So, like, but no, it's not, there's nothing like in Wind Waker Randomizer where there's like Triforce pieces on the end of dungeons and stuff.
Yeah, Colin's letter and Skippers were traded, the 2 swords he's missing. Harp was at the end of Lake Floria.
Yeah, and Jim is missing the 2 swords that Battlecats has, which are in the first chest in Magma Turf and the first chest in Earth Temple.
I wonder if we're seeing Battlecats sort of reason out that things that are in Sphere 0 in Baron are unlikely to have any.
Oh yeah, that's actually true. Because Slingshot in this seed is a Sphere 0. So the only progression items that Jim doesn't have are 2 swords, 2 bottles, and then earrings, right?
Yeah, and we know where 2 of the swords are.
Yeah. I wonder where earrings are. That's always like an interesting thing.
There's
Oh, I saw Link hold up his hand and I
unrequired.
Earrings. Doesn't really matter that much because
That
you
is
have to
huge for Battlecats, but he's gonna get whip anyways.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But
It's...
that's huge because it's fast.
Yeah, oh yeah, because that's like the first check. He's definitely gonna do that, like, basically first.
He should enter Sandship in go mode, which means that Battlecats could save a ton of time over Jim in Sandship because he's doing it second.
Oh yeah, and Jim is gonna, yeah, like he's shooting the boat to do... Oh wait,
He has to do the whole dungeon.
Yeah, he's shooting the bow to do the,
including tentacles. Which means that Battlecats just, like, saves 2 minutes for free.
He also saves, like, all the time of setting up the generators.
Well, yeah, no, just literally for free. By doing Sandship in Go mode, Battlecat saves 2 minutes. By doing Tentacles. Or whatever. I think it's...
Does Tentacles skip really save 2 minutes?
It's an insane amount of time, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think Tentacles is slow, but I don't think it's like 4.5 minutes.
Tentacles' in-game time with no manipulations is like 3.5.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
In boss rush, if I remember correctly. And Jim has to go through all of Elden, assuming he rushed the dungeon. Which isn't an unreasonable play, but...
Well, no, he'll have to go through the first, half of Elden, because then once he gets the sword...
He might skip Magma Turf.
Well, no, once he gets the sword in Magma Turf, he can just head straight for Earth Temple. Oh no! Battlecat's falling down.
That almost looked intentional, that was weird.
Yeah.
Battlecats needs literally every second of time.
Yeah, he's just gonna...
You should have just Gust Bellowed your way back there, this is slow.
I mean, using the Gust Bellows to get up is also really slow.
I think it's faster than this. Actually, I don't know. That's a good point.
I don't think it is, because the Moblin doesn't respawn, so you can just go for it again.
Yeah, Whip is completely unrequired this season.
Because you have to swing on the platforms, run around through the tunnel, and kill the Quadro Baba in order to safely jump across, so...
Battlecats is gonna be upset over that. Battlecats, Death Warping here is slower, you know this! Death Warping out of this is so slow, compared to just running.
Well, yeah, also...
And then you do that! Okay, well that works,
He's gonna Death Warp with the bomb for the faster death animation.
And
but he doesn't even get it.
faster animation.
He didn't even get it. You gotta stand in, like, a specific position to get it with that bomb flower.
Well, I mean, you have to stand in a specific position to get any, to do that anywhere, so...
Well,
that's
yeah.
not really that different.
But he was not in that position. Anyway.
Clearly he was not in that position!
Yeah. Scuffed commentary. Anyway.
I mean, it's not even scuffed.
Confused.
And, like, it's not even because Battlecats has been doing some weird stuff. Like, it's the stuff Battlecats has been doing isn't that bad.
I mean, Trial Reverse Bit Warp without hint, like, 20 minutes.
Without a hint was a little bizarre, but,
like... Other than that, it's been fairly normal. But that was a very strange play.
Yeah, I mean, unhinted Trial Reverse Bit Warp was huge for him. Alright, so Battlecats will get Harp and Whip here.
Yeah, and he's skipping, like, a lot of slow things in Pharaon, which is
Jim
really
did.
good. So if he,
He's doing Slingshot primarily.
Yeah, and if he dips out of Pharaon right now and gets the sword and goes
And
so
he's in go mode.
Then he'll be in go mode, where he'll likely do Sansi skip. Can skip almost all of Sandship because of that great boss key location. Like, this is not over, definitely.
Yeah, Battlecats has fought his way back into this race. Partially on luck, but yeah. It's random. Luck will decide this race. Alright, so Battlecats is getting whipped there. Battlecats just desperately needs to dip after this.
Yeah, if he sticks around in
Jim
Pharaoh,
is
that's really
freezing
bad.
through Sand Ship. This is gonna be a tight race.
Well, no, Battlecats doesn't need to go to Sansi. He just needs to
If
do
he
the collar.
did early Thunderhead, then this race could turn in his favor. Or if he does Sansi Skip. Problem is that Sansi Skip wastes so much time.
Sansi Skip is probably like 4 minutes long because of
Yeah.
the setup for nighttime crystals and bit being kind of slow.
If Battlecats does Sansi Skip here, the race is closer. I don't know that it gives him enough of an advantage. If Battlecats goes and gets his heart, so when Battlecats flies out here, we need to pay attention to if he did early Thunder. Because he can full clear Thunderhead.
He also doesn't, but he doesn't have the soup, right? Yeah, he doesn't have the soup. So hopefully he doesn't pick it up, because Lumpy Pumpkin is pretty close to Pharaon. So if he picks that up and then goes and does Levias in hopes of a sword, that would be really unfortunate.
I highly, highly doubt that he does Levias first. Battlecat, stop wasting time!
You don't have time to meme. At least if you're gonna do it, place a bomb. The Thunderhead is open. Yeah, he did do early Thunderhead.
No!
He definitely did early.
Please don't go to Lanayru. Battlecats, please! Battlecats, not like this!
No, wait. No, this is fine. He's going to do...
Oh, if he does...
He's gonna do Skipper's Retreat, probably, because he has the whip.
And
then he's going to get a sword there.
This is so rough.
Yeah, but what he can do is
he can go mode entering Sandship to win this race.
He can get the sword in Skipper's Retreat. If he does Sansi Skip first and then does Sandship, that's really, really bad.
That's GG's if he does that. Like, hands down, that's a GG.
Especially because there's, like, no chance that Jim messes up the endgame.
I mean, Jim is rusty. He could mess up Imp 2.
I mean, yeah, Imp 2, yeah. Imp 2 maybe, but not like, he's not gonna die to Horde. The last!
You were right, there's the last key piece.
I was right, let's go. Also, a key, K-E-Y, key. Just missing that.
If Battlecats does Sansi Skip first and immediately goes Sansi over and Jim wins.
Battlecats, please, go to Skipper's Retreat first, and then get the sword.
The thing is that he got whipped, which means it's a very real possibility.
Yeah, because whip does lock that specific check.
Oh, Jim doesn't have to do the Earth Temple
Oh,
RB.
yeah!
That's a
Let's
good
go!
point.
We're gonna
I
see.
didn't think about that.
We're gonna see somebody use the key. That's so cool.
Jim didn't do Earth Temple yet. Jim hasn't even been to Elden.
Never entered the Elden region.
There's a map. Battlecats, please. Yeah, Jim has all 5 now. He's going for the statue.
No! Don't.
Okay, the thing is he could do this and then do sand, but if...
I mean, it does make sense to RBM it in Harbor, regardless of if he's doing...
Because he has a free commit in Harbor.
Yeah, with the arches.
This isn't over yet. This is not over yet.
And you only need, and despite it being 2 RBMs, you only need 1 commit because the first RBM is a story flag RBM.
And it's not even on our run files.
Well, yeah, also that. It's on a, like, bit saved new game file.
He did. Battlecats got whip.
Oh yeah, it's just not marked on the tracker.
SMH. Synced death.
Oh yeah, he also has the harp.
The thing is that Jim will get to skip like the back half of Elden, which is the slower segment.
Yeah, on the tracker, Battlecats has Nehru's Wisdom, Din's Power, or not Nehru's Wisdom, or he has not Din's Power, but he has Nehru's Wisdom, the Song of the Hero Pieces, and the Harp. Pairing with the heart medal, that would look really funny. Link just holds out this like small medallion to block this like pirate robot sword thing.
Pirate robot sword thing.
It's not a conventional sword.
It's just electrified. Like,
it also like spins, I'm pretty sure. Like it can just spin around in the handle.
does it?
Yeah, I think it does. Like when he charges it up, it might.
I don't think it does.
I honestly forget.
A screwdriver sword.
Yeah, multi-purpose. Like, it's like you got the whole toolbox in one weapon.
I mean, yes, it is a pirate robot sword thing. It's just, you know, there are better words. I really hope Battlecats does not go to Sandship here. Unfortunately, it's the thing that makes the most sense.
Yeah. If he chooses to, though, I could see a world where he does the Sandsea checks first in hopes of obtaining a sword, so that way he can do go mode Tantalus skip, because he might want to like try to do Tantalus skip. So that's a possibility.
That is the only world in which I see that happen. Has Jim done boss key yet in Sandship?
I don't think so, so I think this has to be a small key. Which would be vanilla. And that's cool. Oh, wait, oh, there's the fire shield arrows. Okay,
Again, interesting.
Wait, does he have the small key? I can't tell because the graphics overlap for the boss key and the small key.
He must have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has both small keys marked on his tracker. I never saw him doing the boss key, so that's fine.
Oh, no, wait, I do remember somebody doing the boss key earlier, and obviously Battlecats hasn't done it.
That's assuming he gets the sword in turn.
Well, I don't see why he'd skip it. I think just, like, it makes the most sense to go through Elden normally and not skip any checks, especially considering...
That was a very good idea. Alright, now this is literally at 1 hour and 56 minutes flat. This is the deciding moment of the...
Yeah, this one decision, whether Battlecats goes to skip...
Not really at 156, but... The moment Battlecats turns left or right in Sandsea is the moment this... If you want Battlecats to win, everyone tell him to go right. He's going right.
He's going
That's
right.
It.
Yeah, I think that's gotta be it.
That is just
no
about
chance.
GG's.
Yeah, because there's no chance he doesn't full clear Sandship now. And he's also not doing Tantalus skip, so any lead he could have gotten, any advantage he could have got on Jim by skipping a lot of Sandship is just gone. Which is really unfortunate.
Unless by some miracle he still does Tantalus.
Jim is serenading Tantalus.
Jim wins in our hearts again. It is
Now,
extremely unlikely that Jim does Fire
Serenade
Fury.
during 3, though. The other important question.
Both runners struggling with that ladder. Also, the Bongos just kind of forgot about Battlecats.
Yeah, once you go high enough on the ladder, they just stop noticing you.
I mean, it wasn't even when he started going high enough. It was like literally just like got on the ladder.
Oh yeah, I was too busy watching Jim fight Tantalus.
That ladder is stupidly difficult to climb.
Well, yeah, because it's really easy to climb like the walls just like next to it.
For whatever reason.
Next to
Nice
one of
green
them.
rupee, by the way.
So we know that the Tantalus heart container can't be anything like useful. The only progression it could be is like an empty bottle. So I guess we'll see. Oh, nope, just a downgrade. Oh, hey, both heart containers were downgrades. The double.
2 heart pieces.
Yeah, Nehru's flame was a heart piece. I think like the only locations that Jim has left are like Levias and Eldon.
Yeah, they are. As far as I know.
Has he done? Wait, did he ever finish Beatrice?
Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure.
So I know Battlecats finished it, but I forget
I
if
am
Jim
like
did.
99% sure he finished it.
The thing is, like, no matter what Jim really does now, whether he chooses to, like clean out Eldon, which it looks like he's doing, or if even if he chose to rush right to Earth Temple, he'd still get the Go Mode sword that he's looking for. So, that's just, like, really unfortunate for Battlecats.
Yeah, it is.
So another interesting thing is we saw both heart medals in this seed from Waterfall Cave and the first Elden chest.
I mean, Jim, you had slingshot.
I mean, it doesn't really make any difference between claw shots and slingshot.
Slingshot I find to be more consistent with actually getting past, but...
Well, I guess because it has, like, the little drop-off. Yeah, so in just a moment, Jim's gonna be getting the sword and probably just rushing straight to Earth Temple.
Yeah.
He's gonna be upset that he's got no bombs, though. I guess he can pick them up in...
Yeah, bombs aren't that big of a deal.
Yeah, because he can get them on the way down from this chest in Magma Turf. And that's Jim's go.
And Jim is in go mode.
He's not getting the bombs. What? He doesn't have any to blow up the rock.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna.
Nice job, Jim.
I was right. He's annoyed that he's got 0 bombs.
Ooh, and
Oh
getting
no,
body.
getting
Good
body.
job, Jim.
What is Battlecats doing? Battlecats, just get on the ladder and drop down. Oh, Jim getting circles too.
Jim
Bro.
wins in our hearts.
Wait, hang on. I thought Battlecats won in our hearts.
Oh yeah, but Jim just took it with Serenading Tantalus.
Oh yeah, true. Well, he hasn't serenaded Girahim 3 yet.
And done circles. Battlecats whipping the generators. They both win in our hearts. Chat's the real winner.
I think Deer rolled this seed, right?
That's a good point. Battlecats did do a Skyward trial reverse bit warp
Yeah, true. I think
into a required item, so...
Yeah. Who rolled this seed? It was Deer, right?
Yeah, it was Deer.
Yeah, I think Deer is the real winner here because he had this incredible seed.
This seed is actually incredible. Jim waiting too long on that. If Jim continues to screw this up, he could take a lead here. Jim did also get bug net. Alright, Jim gets that.
And look at this, we're gonna see Jim using.
We're actually gonna see Jim use the
And this never happens because he doesn't run no bit.
Jim will more than likely get True Master.
Yeah, True Master Sword is the first check inside Earth Temple, so he's almost guaranteed to get it. Unless he decides to skip everything. Which he also might, because he's in go mode. Oh, nope, he's getting it. Alright. And there's the true Master Sword for Jim. Interesting that Jim isn't using the bow to hit this rope.
He probably didn't think of it.
Also, TMS Skyward strikes, so slightly faster charge on the rope cutscene skips.
Nice jump slash.
Nice
job,
lizard
Jim.
tail. Yeah, so lizard tails are incredibly powerful. They have the ability to completely negate, like, the sacred power of the goddess sword. Because if you pick one up, your Skyward Strike is just deleted from existence.
Yeah, Bosky has been LA in Earth.
Oh!
I'm feeling so bad
The
for
true
Battle.
Master Sword knocks away a Lizalfos' guard? I didn't know that. I thought it only
I mean,
worked
it
on
also knocks
Bokoblin.
away Bakoblin guards. So.
Yeah, I thought it only worked on Bokoblins, like, specifically. I didn't
assumed
realize it
only
worked on, like,
Bakoblins.
everything.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. Probably doesn't work on stuff like Skirvo, but...
Be interesting
And
to see.
And I know it doesn't work on... I know it doesn't work on Janin, because you do fight them with the True Master Sword
Yeah,
and
you
Sky.
fight a Ganon with True Master Sword and Skykeep, yeah, very true. That's probably why it doesn't do anything there.
Well, yeah, if it works on the normal Lizalfos, it should work on the Dark Lizalfos as well. Lizalfos and Horde would actually be pretty cool. Because, like, you need to be a bit more slow and methodical when facing them.
I mean, you don't have to be.
Well, you don't have to be, I guess, if you have the True Master Sword, but normally you do. But I guess that applies kind of with everything. With the True Master Sword, you don't have to be careful. You can kind of just, like, attack and win.
Yeah.
Like, it's, like, the changes it makes are so subtle, but they're, like, ridiculously good.
Yeah, that's very true. I agree.
Even, like, the completely useless increased, or, like, the normally useless increased knockback can be used to, like, knock the blue Bokoblin over the wall in the Horde, which saves some time. So, well, it, like, doesn't provide a combat advantage, but still actually does. And Jim doing a really fast RBM where he starts the file one text box early, and with the rando instant text, he can clear the text just as the fade out is ending, which saves, like, no more than half a second.
I mean, you could also do it to save the same amount of time in regular.
I mean, yeah, but I think you can't do it on English. You have to be on Japanese because of the faster text scrolling speed.
I mean, it depends on when you start it. Like,
I mean, yeah, you could start it in like the middle of the text box, but you can't start it like a whole text box early
That's
on.
what I meant. Yeah, it saves the same amount of time technically.
Yeah, if you start it at the right time, yes.
Ooh, Jim missing the lava spume there.
Also, yeah, there was some interesting camera from Jim there on that death animation. It was like a top-down view of the lava burning. So Battlecat's about to get the fire shield earrings. So there's, I think, only 3 locations left that we haven't seen, and 2 of them have to be bottles, which is really interesting. Because bottles are considered progression, so they can't be in any goddess cubes or mini games, which are like banned types in these settings. So there's only like 3 checks we haven't seen and 2 bottles that we still haven't seen. So one is like there's definitely one in Volcano Summit and like potentially on Levias or just both in Volcano Summit.
Yeah, Battlecats just made one critical error.
Yeah, and that's something interesting is that both Jim and Battlecats had incredibly good routing in completely different ways. Like from a consistency standpoint, Jim's was pretty good, but from like a gamble standpoint, Battlecats is good.
Battlecats' gambles were phenomenal, but
Yeah, they paid off immensely this seed.
Battlecats.
Oh no.
Come on.
And he can't even swim because the water's not there yet.
Yeah. He's just trying to be Zeldex. Not sure why anyone would want that, but... Well, yeah, with his knowledge, the better play, but it's still an error.
Yeah. From a like overall standpoint,
Just because
it was
it's the better play doesn't mean it's not a mistake.
Yeah, like with the knowledge that Battlecats had, going to Sandship was absolutely the correct move, but it's the same decision that cost him the race.
However, the thing is that Battlecats doesn't have sand sheet, the sea chart yet, so this is out of logic for him. So for all he knows, this could be stupidly deep in logic and be unrequired.
I mean, that's also true.
Because he knows that Whip and Harp were early in logic.
Oh yeah, and Battlecat's not serenading Tantalus. Will either of them serenade Girahim 3? And Jim getting a bicycle, which is just 2-cycle Scaldera. I think you can only do it with the Master Sword or True
Yeah,
Master Sword.
you only can do it with Master or better. That is
Because
correct.
Scaldera has 90 HP, and Master Sword spin attacks, if both hits land, do 48 damage. So that just takes off half of Scaldera's health instantly.
Battlecats recalibrating. SMH by head Battlecats.
I wonder if Jim can still sub 230 this, because doing all
It's a little close, but
yeah,
with a
doing
perfect M2 probably.
yeah, if he gets a spicy kebab and like really fast horde Girahim 3 and demise, I think he might be able to do it, but it's gonna be tight. He has True Master
Battlecats would
Sword.
have won if he had gone to retreat first, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And yeah, because Jim spent so much time in Earth Temple last locationing the boss key, which
I
is
mean, naturally.
yeah, of course, because it's because it's just at the very end. But oh yeah, so has Battlecats done Ballad? No, he hasn't. So he still has to raise the Gate of Time.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So that would have been an extra like minute.
90 seconds-ish probably.
Yeah, it's a pretty long chain of events because you have to do the harp tutorial, then play Ballad, and then skip the cutscene.
Wow, skipping the cutscenes actually all 2 seconds.
And now Battlecats is going to retreat. Right moves in the wrong order, unfortunately.
Yeah. It'll be a very close race, though, I think, still. Like, within 10 minutes, if I had to guess.
Yeah, it won't be far. I think
I can't fault Battlecats in this fight. Like,
I think we can probably...
I hope we didn't give the impression that we're faulting him.
Oh, yeah, no. Definitely
us
not.
Commentators in our, in our omniscient knowledge of his randomizer speed. Omnipotent, that's the correct word, not omniscient. Jim missing fingies.
Yeah, no spicy kebab. We might still see a great kebab, but we'll see. Jim hasn't done, like, much Skyward Sword recently, so... Why is Battlecats whipping the cactus?
Jim missing the jump onto the imprisoned...
Oh, no. I was gonna say...
mistake.
Oh, no,
Wow.
and Battlecats getting hit in Monka S Cave. This is just all around not good.
I mean, Jim could still get a kebab here.
Yeah. And, like... Because, like, the moves that Battlecats made, I think if I were in that same exact scenario, I would have also gone to Sandship first.
The thing is that the only, like, truly justifiable that he was, going to Skyloft. And dropping off a letter. Because that's an isolated check, and that has to be, like, one of the Skyloft checks.
Other than Beatrice, of course.
We
but
did Beatrice already.
yeah.
Both runners have finished Beatrice.
No, I'm saying it's like one of the longest other than
No, I
Peach.
said one of the last remaining checks.
Oh, I thought you said one of the longest ones, which it also is. It's pretty long. Because you have to deliver the letter, talk to
Alright,
Pippin.
Jim may have not gotten a spicy kebab, but he still got a perfect fight after he got on the head.
Yeah, so still a great kebab, I think.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's a regular kebab.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he did have to go through like the Groose text because the imprisoned started climbing the wall.
Is this the sword?
Sword is in shack.
Okay. Spicy kebab is where you get all 3 fingers and then get 2 jump slashes.
Yeah, and a great kebab is just getting all of the getting all 3 cycles as like fast cycles, so both jump slashes without
Yes,
finger.
Battlecats has finished Sandship.
So yeah, we'll probably see him. We're definitely gonna be seeing Battlecats enter the end game fights before Jim finishes. So it's still like a pretty close race despite everything.
All the talk about kebabs.
Yeah, and there's Master Sword.
Yeah, the spicy kebabs are super common.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know you could do that to go down Skipper's Retreat faster.
What, the...
The little jump there. I just always skydive.
Oh, I don't know about the jump.
So
I wasn't even
jumped
looking at his
off.
screen.
He jumped off of the area with the platform with the shack right down to where the Iron Shield Moblin is.
Nice.
So I didn't know you could jump right down to the bridge. So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty nice.
Come on, Jim. Check TMS. Find the Hylian Shield.
Why would he check TMS here?
I don't know. He has 0 reason to check TMS, but it would be funny. Hylian Shield is like the one item that like you maybe want. It'd be like a nice to have, but we still haven't seen. It's probably in an unrequired dungeon.
The secret credit warp item that only exists.
Yeah, just pick up this item. It's called, what's that, end? Just press A on this text box and you beat the game. Good job. Very clean first barrier, thanks to TMS, because it makes...
It makes it literally free.
Yeah, it makes defeating those Bokos incredibly easy. Looking like a good position for Horde Skip as well.
Yeah, Jim should. Yep, that's good.
Yep. Easily clears the wall. And, oh, was that a frame perfect sailcloth too?
I wasn't.
I think it was. Is it frame perfect if you, cancel the fall damage but don't ever, show the white part of the sailcloth?
Yeah,
Or
I
is
believe
that...
so.
Because, the sailcloth didn't actually appear. Because I don't know if there's multiple frames where you can get it so the sailcloth doesn't appear, but you still avoid the damage. But I think that's what the frame perfect sailcloth means. Anyway.
Yeah, he got skippers. God, his sword horde is awful.
Oh, yeah. But very clean horde from Gymnast, as to be expected.
Jim is not serenading.
He's not serenading, no.
Boo! He loses in our hearts now.
Yeah, Battlecats is winning.
Assuming Battlecats serenades, which he should.
Yeah, if Battlecats doesn't serenade either, I don't know. Well, if Battlecats doesn't serenade, Jim serenaded Tentalus. So Jim would be winning.
But didn't reverse Bitwarp into the trials.
Yeah, there's so much ridiculous stuff that happened.
Yeah, but Jim also got bug.
Oh yeah, Jim bought the bug net too. I totally forgot about that.
Chat, who wins in the hearts of chat? Assuming that Battlecat serenades.
So unfortunately, Jim is not gonna be getting a sub 230. But
yeah, it's a little.
Yeah, like if he was if he was starting the demise fight right now, he could get it.
I like net. Gotta beat Jim. Battlecats wins.
Also,
you wretched rat.
Yeah, you wretched rat on Jim's side.
And the full key was just luck. Jim didn't consciously do the full key. Deer wins. True.
Yeah, like no matter like what the runners did or who wins the official race, like Deer is the true winner of this seed because of how absurd it was.
Chat, you're all wrong because the
Battlecats is waiting
the
for
real winner were the memes we made along.
Very nice
phase one. And a spicy kebab here from Battlecats.
Not a spicy, he missed fingers.
Oh, he missed fingers. Yeah, Deer, please roll more seeds.
Yeah. We need more seeds like this. But that was definitely a great kebab from Battlecats. And GG. That was a great race.
Just barely missing it.
Yeah, Deer, roll grand finals. We need this.
Hello.
Hello, Jim. GG's.
Thank you. GG's.
So, how'd you feel about the seed?
I guess looking back on it, no matter what decisions I made, it was probably going to end up being a long one anyway.
It isn't all that long, but...
Well, I mean, I did full clear, like...
everything.
All of Lanayru, Farron, the sky, except for Levias. And then, like, maybe a third of Eldon.
Fair point, fair point.
There was some really interesting divergence in this seed because Battlecats never went to Farron until like an hour and 40 minutes in because he reverse bit warped into the Skyloft trial before getting the hint to find the Hook Beetle, which was a ridiculous play, but it massively paid off.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, unfortunately, with the harp and sword placements, it didn't really matter in the end.
Yeah.
There was a moment where he could have gone to Skipper's Retreat and gotten the Master Sword to do Sandship and Go mode, or gone to Sandship first, and he unfortunately went Sandship first. And that cost him a lot of time.
But
I mean, yeah, I kind of did the same thing, except with the Master Swords being in Eldon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were, like, that made a lot of sense for you, because, you know, required dungeons are usually prioritized by most runners.
Right, and like you usually end up checking a bunch of stuff before you actually end up finding the boss key, but
yeah.
This time we found the boss key first, and I was like, oh, well, there's no Master Sword in here, this was technically not the right move.
Yeah, and the Earth Temple boss key was the last chest.
Yeah.
That seems to happen pretty often, but that's just kind of whatever. Yeah, but ultimately it came down to Battlecats' decision to go to Sandship first, which is a reasonable.
Right, so Battlecats went to Sandship before Skipper's Retreat.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
Skipper's Retreat.
And
He did
if he had gone,
he did sea chart skip actually.
yeah, he did
Oh,
sand
okay.
skip to avoid having to do. Even though he did actually do early Thunderhead, he just never went in. And got
Yeah,
super.
he did early Thunderhead combined with Earth Temple RBM.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So Jim, what led you to do the trial when you did, rather than do the much more check dense Lineru at the time?
I mean, mostly because the Skyloft trial is one of the shorter ones. It only takes like 3 minutes to get through.
Yeah, I think the only one that's shorter is Baron.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
Super.
Skyloft and Farron are about the same length. And also because like I had already found three of the pieces of the song, and I already had the harp, and we were only like 45 minutes in or something. And I was like, all right, fine, I'll bite, even though there's like 4 bottles left, like a key piece for the Earth Temple, and like who knows how many gratitude crystals. But on the other hand, there's also, I still didn't have the claw shots, the bow, the sea chart, the beetle, as I then found out, or like any of the master sword upgrades, I think.
Yeah, I said it in comms, but I think like the I've been burned one too many times on that assumption with the Skyloft trial being like, oh, I got all 3 pieces like in a row super early, along with trial must be good, and then gotten like a bottle or something.
Well, right, yeah, because there's still a lot of gratitude crystals and bottles in the pool at that point.
So I definitely would have lost this seat if I was racing. But have you ever had another seed where you finished the Earth Temple key before entering Elden?
No, I think this is a first on that front. So I guess doing Sandship beforehand wasn't entirely a loss, because it saved back some time not having to do that RBM.
Yeah. All in all, you probably came off even not having to fight Tentulus over having to do that RBM, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like Battlecats was really going ham with the RBM this run. And all I did was, like, boulder skip an Earth Temple.
Yeah, I mean, Battlecats, like, after the trial over, like, everything Battlecats did really made sense. He went to Elden before Farron because he had, required dungeon there and the ability to full clear it, except for both Volcano Summit, which, that play makes sense, it leads to doing the Earth Temple at the end. And he was just missing a sword, so he did Sand Sea Skip.
Yeah, and because he went to Elden so much earlier, there was a point where both you and Battlecats had the white sword, but neither of you had any overlaps in which swords you picked up.
Yeah, we knew where all 4 swords were by like the probably 2-hour mark at the latest.
Yeah, 2 hour might be even like later than it was.
Yeah,
it was very early, especially because sometimes we don't even see all 4.
Battlecats just cut that very close on.
Yeah.
Because he's already used his fairy, as far as I know.
Yeah, he uses fairy and soup and missed horde skip. It's not the best horde, unfortunately. So that stab had me worried. I thought he was gonna get stopped for too long.
Even, if you mess up horde, it's unlikely that you get hit here. Unless you, really just screw it up.
I've done it once where I accidentally stabbed twice and then he got hit and died. It was really annoying.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to hold up to Skyward Strike, and I was like moving too quickly, so I just stabbed. Battlecats is serenading.
You know, Ricky, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt and say they're. Wait, did I cut out? I tried to say they're not that bad. Battlecats will be like a 241 or 242.
Yeah, I think probably closer
probably
to
closer to a 242, a high 242.
Also, Wretched Brat from Battlecats.
Hear him nicely waiting for us to refill our stamina before the stab. Very kind of him.
Yeah, he stays stunned for a really long time after
it's
he
like
breaks
an
the code.
absurdly long time.
Yeah, because you can do like a full stamina recovery and a half, and then still get him.
Spins on demise.
Oh, he's doing shield strats instead of the shieldless backflips.
I mean, he is only on 2 hearts.
Oh yeah, true. I mean,
and he's not pressed for timing.
Yeah.
And GG's.
GG.
GG's Battlecats.
Officially 241.09.
And still a close race too.
Yeah, very close.
Not that. It was like
and,
not very far apart.
He's here already. Hello, Battlecats.
I'm so mad at that end game. That was terrible.
I mean, other than Mystic Horse, it wasn't that bad.
I mean, yeah, that the horde was a little bit rough, but other than that, it was alright.
I took a lot of damage. Glad I actually grabbed that fairy.
That's a lot of damage.
I think you also had the pumpkin soup, right?
Yeah, I had that from a while ago. So that actually saved my horde.
All right, Battlecats. Let's talk about trial reverse bit warps, huh?
Did that actually save any time over Jim?
If you had gone to Skipper's Retreat first, you would have most likely.
You would have what most likely? I think you cut out again.
If you had gone to Skipper's Retreat first, Battlecats, you most likely would have.
I think what Siege is trying to say is that you most likely would have won if you went to Skipper's Retreat first.
That is what I am trying to say.
The double mic fail.
It doesn't want me to tell the truth.
Yeah, I got the Bosky super early, but honestly, rushing Sandship is a much better call. At least from my last race, I learned rushing dungeons is better, but not in this case, which kind of sucked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
that
the
was really
information you
unfortunate.
had, it was definitely the right move, but it's just unfortunate that if you'd done skippers first and had the sword, you could have saved a ton of time on Jim and Sandship.
Yeah, because Jim actually did Sandship as his first dungeon.
Yeah, he did all of Sandship and no Tentala skip, so you could have skipped basically the entire dungeon and done Tentala skip, and that's a lot of time.
That would have saved a minimum of like 8 minutes, probably.
Yeah, that's a massive amount of time.
Also, you did early Thunderhead and then never did anything with it. Why?
I forgot about it.
Fair enough.
I knew that I did it, but I just forgot that I did it.
And
Alright,
in Thunderhead was the C chart, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
was on Ferrari's courage.
Ballad was in a really annoying spot though. The last chest in
The last
Pirate
chest in
Stronghold.
Pirate's Fortress. Or
That's
Pirate's
just like-
Stronghold, yeah.
just probably one of the slowest Sansi checks.
Well, I mean, it's not that slow considering you have to get the other. Like, if you have to get the other two anyway.
Well,
you're checking the other
yeah,
two anyway.
but it's like you have to go all the way there, and if you're full clearing Sansi with all the items, you're probably doing Stronghold second.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. It's slow, but like it could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Also, it's
I
really
got hook
interesting.
needle really early.
That's what happens when you reverse bit warp into the trial.
When did Jim do the trial?
I don't know,
Not
40
too
minutes
long after you, actually.
because he
Oh,
got
wow.
all 3 Song the Hero pieces and the harp in Pharaon early. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I basically full cleared Farron. I cleared a little bit of Farron, went back to Skyloft, went back to Farron, and full cleared it, and then did the trial.
Yeah,
I
if
full
you had-
cleared Baron except Slingshot very late.
Yeah, I liked you skipping Slingshot there, not just because I have complete knowledge of the seed at that point, but as it was the right call as a result of that. But it was a clean gamble basically. It was very interesting because you could have also been weighing your options with checks because you've gotten a point items on Sphere Zero, I should say.
You cut out quite a bit there.
I was commenting on it in commentary, but I was wondering if you were weighing your options with that because it's Sphere Zero and you'd already gotten a lot of things in Sphere Zero in the seed. Like, was that at all part of that thought process, or?
What I was going to do is I was going to dip Sandship, and then as I was about to jump off the platform, I realized, oh wait, I don't have Whip, so I decided to just go into Farron and hope for Whip and maybe Harp.
Well, that is the place to find the Whip and Harp this seed.
Yeah. Thankfully, that paid off. Imagine Whip on on Heart Piece chest or something like that in Sandship again. We've seen seeds like that before.
it could have been Whip on True Master Sword because it wasn't required to beat the dungeon.
It was required to get a sword though, so.
I
There was a
mean, yeah,
key
but
in
there
the
were
treasure
other
room.
swords that you
Yeah,
could have
but
gotten.
Logic has to get all 4 swords.
Logic has to get all 4 for True Master Sword? What?
Yeah. Logic has to get all 4 swords for the seed to be, beatable.
Yeah, but no,
You
I'm
have to be able
saying
to get all of the
Whip on True Master Sword. You could have then the other sword is accessible.
I don't know if Logic actually considers that, but that's a completely different discussion. But yeah. Oh yeah, key piece as well.
Yeah, it was required to get the last key piece.
Oh yeah, true.
Everyone always forgets about key pieces because no one actually gets them all.
Well,
I mean, Betro
Except this time.
had 2 key pieces, which was very interesting.
That's true.
He had like 2 key pieces, 2 5-packs, the bow, and I think also the scale.
No, scale was
Or the
Milaro.
bombs? I forget. Oh yeah, scale was
bombs,
Milaro.
Metro had the bow on 50
Yeah,
crystals.
50 was bow. I think was Betro 5 bombs as well, I think.
Yeah, Petro 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hope at least one of you watches this race back because we were talking about some I forget what it was, but like we were like, yeah, we want scale, and then scale just appeared on Milaro.
Oh yeah.
literally willed into existence.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly why we were talking about it, but right as we mentioned scale, there it was.
Yeah, like I didn't even finish the sentence about scale, and it happened.
This is like the absolute best timing I've ever seen.
The summoning powers of Malara.
It's like commentator's curse, but like the other way around.
Commentator's
we're helping the
blessing.
runners.
Just commentator's blessing.
I was not saying it was going to be deep in logic. I said that it was going to appear at some point because of the whip. Chat just doesn't trust me anymore. Alright, Battlecats or Jim, do either of you have any final comments about the seed or the race?
I was pleasantly surprised that I didn't have to do very much backtracking, I guess. Like, other than the beginning where I didn't get very much in Farron, like, everything after that kind of just, like, fell into place, where I would, like, go somewhere and I'd basically be able to do everything.
Yeah, the seed was like that.
Which was pretty nice.
Yeah, you had basically everything to full clear Lanayru after getting the claw shots in it, and then obviously everything to do Elden with.
Out of logic trial being required was really nice.
Yeah.
Like,
that was
we were
an
watching
absolutely ridiculous play.
And we were like, he's gonna do it. He's doing it. He's gonna do it. And it's not gonna pay off. And they were like, but what if it does? And then it did. And then Jim did trial like maybe 15 minutes later, and we were like, welp. There goes that advantage.
I thought you were gonna wait until like you got the hint about it, but you just went straight for it, and I did not think it could possibly have anything useful, or if it did, it would be like a 5-pack, and then it had the hook beetle.
Yeah. I honestly thought it was gonna be like a bottle, like your second bottle, but
yeah. Something interesting about bottles is we only saw 3 of them, and there were only 4 locations we didn't see. So there were 2 bottles between the Volcano Summit checks, Levias, and the True Master Sword check.
True Master Sword was not a bottle; it was a.
Oh,
I believe.
So
Battle
2
Yeah,
between just Volcano Summit and Levias then.
Both of them in Volcano Summit.
That would be really, really funny.
All right, so Jim, you're moving on to the semifinals. Face KitKat. How do you feel about that matchup?
I better get all the items first.
You got us there.
That should be a fun match. I imagine if we both play well, it'll be very close.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a very close match for that.
Yeah, that should be a very interesting race.
Yeah, and speaking of things that are very close, the end of the stream is actually very close. So at that point, I want to thank our commentators and also our trackers again, which are Harmyan, 387, and Jarrell, and for commentating Mario Runner and CJS. Thanks for volunteering here on Zelda Speedruns. And if you can't get enough of our content, in the next 2 days, we actually have a real load of streams coming up. If I'm counting that correctly, we're at like 15-ish streams for the weekend. So if you want ZSR content, you will be all fed up. We will be raiding over to Zelda Speedruns 1 now, where we have Zelda 2 Max Rando Tournament. And yeah, if you have any last words to say, now is the time for it. These are not so many words. So I guess at that point, I will just raid over and wish you all a great day.